The rain hammered against the cafe windows, a relentless rhythm that mirrored the billionaire's racing thoughts. Alexander Grant, one of the richest men in the country, sat alone at a corner table, swirling a glass of water with a bored, almost cruel grin. He had everything money could buy: mansions, yachts, power, but tonight boredom gnawed at him. He wanted entertainment, a little spark of amusement at someone else's expense. That's when he spotted her, Emily, the young waitress with tired eyes but a warm, honest smile, moving gracefully between tables, balancing orders and worries alike. Alexander leaned forward, his lips curling into a playful smirk. "Excuse me," he said, loud enough to catch her attention. "I'm in need of some financial advice. You look competent." The words were dripping with mockery, a billionaire teasing someone he assumed had no idea about wealth, investments, or the kind of money that could buy the world. Emily paused, wiping a coffee mug with a ragged cloth, and looked up. There was a flicker of curiosity in her gaze, but no fear, no submission. Then she leaned slightly closer and spoke, not hesitantly, not apologetically, but with a calm, measured confidence that immediately silenced the amusement in Alexander's eyes. "Sir, the first thing you should invest in," she said, her voice steady, "is humanity. Not stocks, not bonds, not fancy buildings. People." Alexander blinked. The words were simple, almost naive, but there was a depth in them, a truth that pierced something he hadn't felt in years. He opened his mouth to reply with a joke, but no words came. Before we continue this powerful story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Soulful Heart Story, where every story reminds us that kindness still matters. Emily smiled again, softly, as if she could see the confusion behind his eyes. "You have all the money you'll ever need," she continued, "but there are people around you, maybe even yourself, who are starving for kindness, not wealth. Maybe start there." Alexander sat back, the playful grin fading, replaced by something heavier: reflection. He had built an empire, yes, but he had neglected the very thing that gave life meaning. He thought about the charity dinners he skipped, the calls he ignored, the people he dismissed in pursuit of more. "Show me," he whispered almost to himself. "Show me what you mean." Over the next hour, Emily guided him not through stock markets, but through stories. Stories of people she had helped quietly, without fanfare. A neighbor whose rent she paid when he lost his job. A young boy she tutored after school, who had no one else to turn to. Every story carried a lesson in compassion, humility, and the power of small human acts. By the time Alexander left the cafe, the rain had stopped. He walked into the city streets, not with the arrogance of a billionaire, but with the curiosity of someone discovering a hidden treasure. He started small, donating anonymously to shelters, calling old friends he'd neglected, listening more than he spoke. Weeks later, he returned to the cafe. Emily was serving tables as usual, unaware of the ripple she had created in the life of one of the world's wealthiest men. Alexander approached her table, not with mockery, but with gratitude. "Thank you," he said quietly, almost shyly. "You didn't teach me about money. You taught me about people. That's worth more than all the gold in my vaults." Emily's smile this time was different. Warm, knowing, humble. "We all have something to give," she said softly. "Even someone with a little smile and a ragged apron." And in that moment, Alexander understood. Wealth could buy comfort, luxury, fame, but only kindness could change a life, even his own. As he walked out of the cafe, the sunlight breaking through the clouds, he felt lighter, freer, and oddly hopeful, because sometimes the richest lessons come from the humblest places, and one simple act of honesty and compassion can awaken the soul of even the most jaded heart.